Nature Notans, Part 2. You're going to choose a complementary color pair to use on your Notan. That can be red and green, purple and yellow, or blue and orange. Those are your basic colors that you're going to find on the color wheel, your primaries and your secondaries. But there's, of course, also the intermediates, which you can see here on this color wheel, like the yellow green and the yellow orange and red orange. So you could choose to do the intermediate colors also, but they should also be colors that are across from each other on the color. So you could do yellow orange and blue violet, or red violet and yellow green, or yellow orange and the color across from it, so on and so forth. All right, so now I'm going to map out where my colors are going. So I'm going to start with the positive shapes inside the box. The positive shapes inside the box are going to be red. So I'm marking it red with the marker that I'm going to color it in. I'm writing red, or I'm writing an R or a little dot if the object is too small. That way I can just kind of paint by numbers, so to speak, color in the numbers following my chart. Okay, so I think I've got all those done. I might have missed an eyeball or two, I think, so I'll fix that. And now I take my green, my complementary color, and map out the negative space inside the box. Some areas it's just a line. Other areas I might just put a little dot or a G for green. And then when I move to the outside of the box, it reverses. So now my positive shapes are going to be green. So I'm going to write in G's for that. And I don't need to worry about mapping out anything that's going to be red outside of the box at this point. That'll be next class. So just mapping everything and making sure I have it understood, what's supposed to be green, what's supposed to be red. So keeping in mind that anything that is colored red should not be touching another red thing. There should always be green in between it. They can be touching at the corners like a checkerboard, like black corners on a checkerboard. Okay, but here it's nothing should be touching. So I made a little mistake with my circles there, so I'm just going to fix that up. I was getting confused there, so thankfully I drew in pencil so I can erase it and fix my little dots there, because I was confused myself quite a bit there. Alrighty, so fixing those, and now I'm going to color it in and just speed it up. You know the drill here. So start coloring in all my positive shapes red. I like to stick with one color first, coloring in solid, coloring in as neatly as I can. Now you can kind of see the little borders in between that are going to end up getting colored in green. So finish coloring all my red stuff. Coloring in red. There we go, just about done. Okay, love speeding things up, makes it look like magic. Now I'm going to take my green and color in the negative space inside the box. Coloring in the negative space inside the box. Going in those little borders I made. Area in between, coloring solid. I like to trace my shapes, so I create kind of like an invisible force field around them. So you see like the little raindrops are traced with the green, so that I don't know, it like helps me not color on top of it when I do that. Now I go to the outside of the box and I color in the positive spaces green, so that it is opposites once it goes to the outside of the box, as you see here. So just finishing that up. And because I wrote the letters or the name in the type of material I was using, the marker, it covers right up. You can't even see where I wrote green or a G. So just make sure you're using the same material. There you go. Boom. Done. Have the drawing with you next class so that we can talk about the final steps, writing an artist statement, and posting to Artsonia.